Welcome back to the Age of Empires 2 Ivaylo campaign. Mission 2, an unlikely alliance, hard difficulty.
After her husband's murder, the Tsarina ruled the kingdom in disarray. Though this would have challenged even the most capable Tsar, the dark-haired Greek princess was greater than most men. Beautiful and cunning, Maria Paleologina Cantacuzene was a daughter of two of the greatest families in Constantinople. She had wed the Tsar on the orders of her uncle, the Emperor, but her Byzantine guile proved as much a benefit to her husband. When a rival Bolyar threatened Constantine's rule, Maria offered to adopt him as her son and heir. The opportunistic Bolyar accepted and feasted in the Tsar's court, only to be found dead shortly afterward. Poisoned. But now, with an uprising in the countryside and scheming Bolyars in her own court, it would take all of Maria's cunning to preserve her power. But a more threatening menace came from her own uncle. The headstrong Roman Emperor Mikhail Palaiologos demanded his niece's submission. The Tsarina, just as strong-willed, refused. Furious that his own niece stifled his ambition, the Emperor chose an exiled prince to place on the Bulgarian throne. Ivan, the returning son of the Asen dynasty deposed by Constantine, led a great Roman army to retake his father's kingdom. The Tsarina alone could not defeat the Romans, nor could Ivaylo challenge both the Tsarina and Ivan. The logic of these facts dictated the most unlikely alliance between a rebel leader and the wife of the Tsar he murdered.
Oh yeah. Quite an intriguing story, isn't it then? And she's a Cantacuzino. Of course she is. The Cantacuzinos, I know it's pronounced differently, right? But it's a fairly important
Even
noble
Asen
family.
and his Roman thugs are desecrating the Church of the Patriarchs. Save the Church, and you will be rewarded beyond your dreams.
Alright, let's save the church then.
Ivaylo! Help us!
I don't think I can, nor do I really want to. Alright, so we just gotta kill those,
The little piglet has come to play. Do not worry, piglet. You will have a place in my kingdom. Shoveling pig down.
Alright. I managed to survive that, though it was actually quite a difficult fight. So she's a Cantacuzino. Well, that explains it a bit. They are arguably one of the most important families, noble families, in this particular period. One has to understand this. While Western Europe was fighting so-called wars, with battles like Agincourt being considered important, even though it's a battle fight like, what, 30,000 men or so, and that's maybe exaggerating thing. Eastern Europe was fighting wars where individual battles involved hundreds of thousands of men.
Join me.
So that's,
Ivaylo. I promise you that no woman is quite like me.
Oh, I'm sure no woman is quite like you. You're quite a wily bitch, aren't you? And I'm not gonna hold back on that. She is probably gonna be the power behind the throne, right? What would a peasant know about these kind of things? What's important to understand here with the Cantacuzinos is they ruled, they were emperors, princes, nobles. They still exist to this day, by the way. An important Romanian noble family. There was this ruler of Wallachia, Șerban Cantacuzino, who basically fucked over the Ottomans at the Siege of Vienna. The one involving Sobieski. Everyone knows about Sobieski. What people don't know is that the Wallachians and Moldovans were also at this battle. The Ottomans tried to conquer Wallachia and Moldova. They never succeeded, just to be clear. The Ottomans, who could muster armies, huge armies, tried and then failed. And then basically like, yeah, we'll accept your vassalage. That's what happened. Now, I mentioned this because this guy who ended up on the throne of Wallachia, well, he planted a big ass cross on a hill, planted his cannons, shot straw at the walls of Vienna, and fed information to the defenders of Vienna while he was ostensibly on the side of the Ottomans, which helped, obviously, the Holy Roman
I grow
Empire
weary
win
of you.
the battle.
I'll crush you now and take the throne from the harlot of Memphis.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, mate.
Приказания.
Now,
Oh, that pesky little Ivan is still running about.
let's get
It would
going.
please me if you made him squeal for mercy.
Sure, it would please you greatly, but we got business to attend to. Now, the reason this is important is that because he was a Cantacuzino, he had a claim to the throne of Constantinople. And he intended to act upon that claim, raised an army, quite a pretty big one. Apparently people say 30,000. I've heard that figure. I don't know how much I can rely on this, just to be clear on that. But he apparently raised a fairly large and powerful army, and then he was murdered by people within his family. Shit like that happens. Eastern Europe is failed in essence against the Ottomans, not because the Ottomans could conquer us. No, it failed because we were always screwing each other around, basically. Our fights with each other were just as legendary as the fights with the Ottomans. But it is important to understand also the Byzantine Empire, very fucking powerful. It was Rome, effectively. It called itself Rome. It preserved the culture. What? What is... They can't attack me through that. What the hell? Okay. I mean, if you want to attack me, just be nice. Ah. Interesting. I mean, sure, they can attack me here. They won't get far, I can assure you of that much.
Приказания. Зиждительница.
I'm tempted to just let him have it, but nah.
Да.
I need to focus on building a force here.
Приказания. Зиждительница.
Honestly, if they want to destroy that part of my settlement, go right the fuck ahead. I mean, what does it matter? It's just our houses, just a couple of houses, mills, whatever, right? They're not gonna be able to get in the city. That's the thing that does matter here.
Тотчас
Whereas
сделай.
I will get valuable time that I actually do need. Because my army isn't quite... Oh, Patriarch Marius. Rather not lose him. Now keep in mind there is a limited time here to take the church, or I'll lose the mission. The walls are strong. Well, first I need a castle. Can I build one? Yeah. I can build fortifications, I just can't build them next to the church. Okay, I'll build a mining camp over there. Now the reason, now I'm not rushing to take the church because I just can't take that army out in a fair, open field fight. Oh shit! He's dead! He's dead! He's dead! He's dead! Come on! Alright, my army prevailed. Yeah, to be honest, I actually don't have a bad force, all things considered. I need units. Oh, there we go. We are in the Imperial Age, worth pointing that out. back. Is he dead? No, he's actually still alive. My second hero.
Да, да, господин.
The thing I'm most worried about here.
Зиждител.
So I'm the...
Вашим
Yeah, okay,
условиям.
I'm the Bulgarians
Да,
properly.
той. Приказание сделай.
I was wondering, are we gonna be the Slavs here? Technically, so yeah, sure, but
Да, да, господин.
I was actually thinking, are we the Magyars or something like that?
Здраво, приказания.
Аз готов.
Okay, that's the stone.
Аз делаю. Тотчас сделаю.
One of the things I need to do is set up a camp there. And also university. Crap. We'll probably need more than one castle, but that's just gonna have to be enough right now. I'm gonna get chemistry. I'm gonna lose soon, by the way, if I'm not careful. So let's get that church.
Аз готов.
Приказания. Правильно. Собирателница.
Вашим условиям. Аз сделай.
Our
Right, we got
enemies
that.
have stolen the relics of Saint Ivan of Rila. It would give me such pleasure if you found the relics and brought them to the
Да,
monastery.
господин.
Sure, it would give you pleasure, lady, but I am not particularly interested in
Зиждителница.
that right now. I've got business to attend
Ваш аз
to.
сделай.
We need to hold the line.
Приказание. Да, господин.
Now the
Run, run, run. Back to your sow, little piglet.
look, as long as I get some time, I don't really care right now about contesting him for that,
Да, Редокоп.
just because.
Аз готова.
Let me get some
Зиждителница. Приказания.
defenses. I am a bit worried. Well, actually, yeah, this area is actually safe.
Приказания.
So I'll just continuously build farms. I'll also... Do I have a mill? Yes. Let's enable crop rotation. Now, I am not worried right now about losing the match. I do have time. You can see 183 seconds. Gold, resources of all kinds are gonna be the issue though. I have 13 on food, that needs to increase.
Здраво.
And I also need more on
Приказания. Зиждител.
wood.
Зиждителница.
Gonna get another town center. Okay, we have a castle, barracks, stables. I'll have to get can I get paladins actually? Yeah, I can. Don't mess with the fucking Bulgarians, they're gonna wreck the shit out of you. Now the game is a bit deceptive. Yes, you can't build an army here.
Да.
Sure. I get the game is a bit deceptive in the sense that yeah, sure, you can't build the defenses there. Do you necessarily care? Not necessarily. I do start at 200. This mission is not an easy one, clearly.
Понятно. Аз сделай.
Could build a forward castle, but I do block them from this bridge as well by having it there. And I am not seeing them getting siege weaponry now.
Зиждителница.
Archery
Аз готов.
range
Да,
and
правилно.
stables
Зиждител.
over here.
Приказание. Да, господин. К вашим условиям. Да, господин.
Okay. We need to win.
Здрав.
Now, one of the things to point out here is that I can build some walls. Let me get some walls here so that I force them to seek some engagements that are not particularly favorable to them. Okay.
Зиждител.
It will do.
Приказания. Да, правильно.
Another archery range.
Да, понятно.
No bother. They're only men. There's many more where they came from.
Clearly. I need more food. And gold.
Da?
These guys are gonna get themselves killed if I let them. You know what? I need 10 cannoneers. If I could get them. I can't, unfortunately. Yeah. The archer, let's leave it at that. The archer lines of these guys is pretty fucking shit. Cavalry archers, though, are needed.
Да.
Аз готов. Точно Редукоп.
Okay,
Аз делаю.
it's become a very clear point. I can't fucking hold this
Да, господин.
right
Аз
now.
делаю.
Stand ground.
Да, понятно.
Здраво.
Get some more gold.
Приказание под ваше място.
Look, it would be fun to just grab the nab the relics, right? Oh shit.
Приказание зиждител.
Siege engines.
Аз готова.
Да?
Зиждителница.
Зиждител. Аз готов. Зиждител. Приказания.
Здрав път. Зиждителница. Приказания. Зиждителница. Да. Зиждителница. Приказания. Зиждителница.
Зиждител.
Да. Аз зиждителница. Здрав. Зиждителница.
Да. Ваше аз делаю.
Аз готова. Здрав тот час сделаю. Правильно. Аз делаю. Да, аз готова. Лесоруб. Приказания. Тот час сделаю. Рудокоп.
Приказание оръжие. К вашим услугам. Да.
Здрав път. Тук.
Приказание. Атака. К вашим услугам. Да. Приказание. Да. Да, господин.
Аз готова. Аз делаю. Зиждителница.
Ваши дела. Приказание к вашим услугам.
Да. Приказания.
Аз готов. Зиждител.
Да. Приказания.
Да. Здрав, зиждител.
Аз готова.
Приказания, зиждител.
Ваши дела. Понятно. Да. Аз делаю. Понятно. Оръжие. Приказание. Ваши дела. И атака. Приказание. Понятно. Да, да, господин. Аз делаю.
Да, правилно. Аз готов. Аз делаю. Да. Здрав, правилно. Лесоръб, зиждител. Да, точно делаю. Правилно, зиждител. Приказание.
Приказания осуществляюсь. К вашим условиям. Бой.
Война понятно. Приказания.
Приказания. Заждительница.
Понятно. Тотчас понятно.
Da. Oh, Ivaylo, our enemies are almost defeated. Hold the church a little longer.
Осуществляюсь. Приказания. Да.
Да, я така.
I will not be denied my kingship.
Тотчас
Right,
давай.
Conix.
Тотчас
Right
давай.
to the church and slaughter my enemies.
Во имя
К
Господне.
вашим условиям.
Приказания тотчас долаю. Да. Приказания. Да.
Приказания.
Понятно. К вашим условиям. Во имя Господне.
К вашим условиям. Да.
Приказания тотчас долаю. Во имя Господне. Понятно. К вашим условиям. Понятно.
Nie. This cannot be.
Priказания.
You have made very powerful enemies, swineherd. The Emperor will not forget this.
Да.
Приказания.
Здрав правильно. Рудокоп.
Well, it would have been nice to get those relics, but I'll settle for a victory. With my skirmishers and horse archers. Yeah, so I dealt with their attacks coming from the west by building a castle there. Obviously, you can defeat the enemy, and we also, like, the Byzantines weren't really all that special to begin with. It would have been nice to get this. I mean, I guess I could have attacked through here. The Byzantines wouldn't have been too much. Either way, victory.
Ivaylo's army filled the Yantra River with Roman dead, securing Maria's place on the throne. Now, the Tsarina had to fulfill her end of the bargain. As Ivaylo approached the gates to the fortress, Maria waited silently for the man who had killed her husband. As Ivaylo stepped before her, the Tsarina placed the Tsar's crown, once worn by her husband and father of her child, on the swineherd's head, crowning a peasant a king. The objections of the watching nobility were silent but palpable. Then, in a hasty ceremony, Maria wed the newly crowned Tsar, tying her fate with his.
It's more so emperor than king, really. Anyway, victory, return to campaigns. So yeah, the Cantacuzzinos, fairly important family. One thing to note about the Byzantine Empire, they didn't fall to the Ottomans, they didn't fall to the East. I mean, yes, they suffered greatly, the Sassanids, the Muslims, the Ottomans, the Mongols, the Timurids, you name it, basically. They suffered heavily under all of those. But the knockout blow, the blow that destroyed them, was the Venetians. The Crusade that the Venetians basically hijacked and turned to their own advantage. Anyway, Costin here, signing out. Thank you all for watching, and obviously stay tuned for more. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications so that you know when I upload new content.